difficult for Fuma to try and stop it.
Balls have been queued for a little while there from Johnny as well. Mbappe could be in on goal. We know how direct Fuma is when he gets Mbappe on the ball. He'll take the free kick. Just having a quick glance across a few other matches. Here is Emre Yilmaz extending his lead to 5-3. That is up against Charon Jots. Business is being resumed as normal in this game. It's what everyone expected.
Yeah, that's true, but like, to be honest, everyone expect also like more, but now Emre he's doing really well. I think he just play how he play normally.
What do you think was the reason why he started slow? Do you think it was a bit of nerves, or do you think it's just Challenger just played better at that time?
I think Challenger just play better, to be honest, and I think also Emre was nervous, the pressure. He's the big favorite. I need to win, and yeah. So maybe he just think too much about it.
We've got another teammate who is going to be in action. He's playing right now. Is Levi Fit, and he is leading at this moment. He's playing very well up against Nerven, the Polish league qualifier.
Yeah, Levi is really good. He was the Vice Champions League champion. He was also second in the Bundesliga, so he got twice second this season. Of course, he wants also to win a big tournament, and yeah.
How is he behind the scenes? Does he feel confident coming into this?
Yeah, he said to me practice was going well. He was feeling also really good with his team, so he just tried to play the same like in practice. How much he's leading? I think he scored again.
It's 4-0, I think, the last time we saw it.
Yeah, he's cruising. About 30 minutes left in that game. Of course, this is our final group. Well, the first round in the groups H and G. Of course, the next round will be knockout games in a loser bracket. So we could already be seeing the first names heading home from the FC Pro World Championships. Yeah,
it's going to be really, really tight and cagey. Ruud Gullit taking the space, little controlled sprint, green time finish across the goalkeeper. Let's head on back to Fuma versus Johnny. 2-1 still, 15 minutes left to play. As the other matches that you've not seen, Emre Yilmaz has just extended again, I can tell you that. He's now 6-3 up. And we started with Manu Bashore, and I believe that is 7-2 at the moment, versus Bozinho. Ball over the top. Jude Bellingham.
Oh, bad touch.
Did you try the 4-4-1-1 after Johnny's?
Yeah, I tried it, to be honest.
Not for you?
But no, nothing for me. Play much in the middle. I play much short passes. Wants to play more tiki-taka, and
I see more long ball.
Yeah, just playing long balls. Just try to cross from the wings, play more over the wings, but it's nothing for me. And he's the only one I think he was playing it. I think maybe Hazard's also playing it, but I think...
We just had a little glance at the clock as well. You saw his head turn to the top left corner. 10 minutes left to play. This was always going to be a tight game, Ryan, just given the star power on show.
No, it's very tight. I'm interested to see if Fuma changes anything up. That's a horrible touch there.
He's out of
give
position.
Possession away, yep.
Wow.
He's pulled out Kanate. This could be the chance to kill the game. Van Dijk. He's on.
He's on, yep.
Griezmann, he fires it in at the near post. It was a little bit scrappy, it was a little bit uncertain. But Johnny, he's 3-1 up.
It's a tough goal to concede, especially when you know that it's probably game over. It does well to intercept it just onside there. Griezmann finesse shot in the near post, and Johnny takes the 3-1 lead. How difficult is it in those moments where you're trying to get back into the game, you can see the goal like that, you know it's going to be tough to bounce back? What's going through your mind if you're Fuma now?
I think you're just angry, to be honest. In this case, it's really hard to keep calm, to play in normal FIFA, because, yeah, this was just unlucky. It was really unlucky, and I think there's no chance that he will come back this one.
Yeah. You see Fuma there on your screen. Not actually too far away from us at our current position up at the commentary booth. You can see all the players and their coaches just getting ready for the final few minutes of The first game where the permutations and circumstances don't mean you're in or out, because the next game will be qualifying or elimination. And that's where the pressure really kicks up here in the heart of Berlin. Manu Bashore 7-3 up. This is live action for you. As he looks to add an 8th. Ruud Gullit with the finesse shot, but more of a pass back. Levi Finn 5-0 up. And Emre Yilmaz has pulled away. He's now leading 6-3. That's 6 unanswered goals against Charon Jot. Good chance there, Schmeichel with a save across the goalkeeper.
Yeah, great goalkeeper movement there from Manu.
Let us know at home, who do you want to see going through into the next round? Who's your favourite to win the FC Pro World Championships? Is it PhD? Is it Anders Vergang? Tex, Mark 11, Levi David, Manu Bashore, and everyone else in between. Let us know at home in that chat. You'll have seen the first set of rounds of fixtures, Ryan.
Yep.
Who do you fancy? Is there anyone who you weren't really thinking about, who now stepped into consideration? Is there anyone who you thought would have been a front runner who maybe has dropped back now in your pecking order? Where do you see sort of the Ryan Pessoa Power 5, shall I say? Who's topping it?
To be fair, in terms of the ones that sort of shocked me, or hold on a minute, to be another goal, it is number 8 in that game. Doesn't change the result, of course. Manu cruising to a victory. I'll say that Matthias Bonanno game, out of him and Nathan, I felt as if whoever won that game is sort of obviously
in a good stead.
Yeah, put him in a good position. Obviously, Matthias in a losing bracket, he's still got a tough game. He still obviously making through that. Obviously, I mentioned Nicholas as well, Tex against Max as a result.
Well, Nico losing, Tex losing.
Yeah.
You saw a goal there from Fuma. It's just going to be a consolation, 3-2. And this was it. If you missed it in live, Haaland with the finish, but
Tô de boa.
just not enough time on the clock.
Graças a Deus.
Anyone else? What about you? Who's
I think
Galera, tá a gente de fazer live de...
yeah, but I also
You expected it?
Yeah, I expected that because
Como é o nome, velho?
he's doing
Fazer
really
live de
good.
campeonato no
When it matters,
UFC, mano.
he's there.
Tal.
He just want. He
ia
loves to
trazer
play.
pro público, ó.
Like he just loves to play on the stage.
Levi Finn going under the radar a little bit. He's,
Vou terminar um edit que eu tava
6-1
fazendo
up
aqui
versus
de ontem, mas
Nerven.
não
That is a
terminei
full-time
por conta da
result.
preguiça. Ah,
Fuma
entendi,
is
ô
down in
Felipe.
Elimination FC. If he wants to continue his
Eu
FC
pensava
Pro
que
World
você tinha
Championships, he has
concluído
to be
aquela
perfect here on
do
out in the
Cristiano
group
Ronaldo,
stages.
mas...
Johnny,
É,
from
né?
E-Champions
Difícil não
League
fazer o
success,
shape do
continues where he left off
Cristiano
with
Ronaldo, né?
a victory.
Por
3-2
conta
the
da
final
diretoria da
score.
comunidade é fogo, né?
Ryan, what's your thoughts on that game, just as we pull into final moments of Emre Yilmaz and Charon Jot?
Yeah, we both had the pleasure to see a lot of Johnny this year. Something that's obviously stood out with Johnny is his defensive performances. Never really concedes a lot of goals in tournaments. And I think that's what separates him a lot with some of these players in this tournament. There's been a massive mistake there from...
I think Johnny conceded in the Champions League in 8 games, just 8 goals.
Yeah, exactly.
9 minutes per half. It's crazy.
É uma virada do Barcelona versus PSG. Eu tô fazendo, mas eu não terminei.
For Emre Yilmaz at the start of the game, he was 3-0 down. However, he's turned on the style and maybe turned on the class to pull away from Charon Jot. 7-3 now. Emre leads. Charon Jot can't get too downhearted by this result though, Ryan, because there were stages and moments of real class.
Yeah, exactly. It's something you've got to take positives from it. Obviously, it's not with goals. Obviously, he's got a tough game now. Up against
Fuma, Elimination FC.
Wow.
That's a little while to come though, because we go back up to the top and we can start to see.
O maluco tá metendo a brasa aí, cara.
Our favourites back in action.
Tá metendo de 9-3 aí, ó.
Mark 11 I can see as well, just getting ready on the main stage. That's what's coming up. Emre Yilmaz, 8-3 victory versus Charon Jot. Manu Bashore, 8-3 win versus Bozinho. Levi Finn with a very comprehensive and convincing 6-1 win versus Nerven. And it was Johnny that held his nerve against Fuma with a 3-2 win. What you made, Ryan, on those 4 games right there? You expected the results to go in the way that they did?
Yeah, I think all of those results. I didn't predict Johnny to beat Fuma, but again, it was a very, very closely contested game.
E nem puxar a short.
Levy Finn, you must be happy with that result, Amit. Starting the FC Pro World Championships with a great form. 5 more best of ones and he's world champion potentially.
Yeah, he played really good. But like as we see, 6-1, like he did everything right. I think, like Ryan said, we expected this result, I think, like 3 really clear games with 3 clear favorites.
Legal, Samuel. Vai
Just
começar o vídeo quando?
close match with Johnny against Fuma, 3-2. Like, it was also really close.
Ô Samuel, eu quero que você disputa esse campeonato aí e vai lá em frente e vê se ganha desses caras. Duvido, tu vai enfrentar ou não? Vai enfrentar esses caras aí ou não?
Of that elimination
30 de julho, no meu aniversário?
16 will go home by the end of
Entendi.
play today. 16 will go through to the knockouts. The FC Pro
Obrigado,
World
que vai dar de
Championship
presente.
group stages rolls on right after this break.
Na conta do 0.
It's doing it really.
Caraca, velho. Galera, já volta aí, tá bom? Porque eu vou ter que almoçar. Já volto.
Welcome back to the FC Pro World Championships here in Berlin. I am joined by Casey and Ebru. And listen, if you thought the first round of fixtures were good. We are now in to elimination rounds. If you lose, you're going home. Casey, what do you expect to see?
I mean, it's kind of insane at this point. We have massive names in that lower bracket in the knockout round. The FC Lorient boys and the Man City boys. Montaxer, Puma, Bonanno, Tex, all could be going home at this stage.
Of course, there is an opportunity for one player to go into a better position. Should we say need 2 wins to qualify? Ebru. We're looking at the fixtures. Our featured match will be Nicholas, 99. We just saw the poll in the Twitch chat. 82% of the people were backing Nicholas to do well after a bit of a surprising start for him. How do you think he's going to do?
I think it's not that easy like the chat sees that. I think we have so many surprises here today. I mean, we did not expect that Tex loses his first game, that Bonanno loses his first game, that Nicholas loses his first game. So I think the level, we see the level at this tournament is very high. So I think this record will also be very close.
The crazy thing is about the players that you're about to see is it's not out of the question to assume that one of these could end up winning the FC Pro World Championship because the level we've got of players here, Casey, is incredible. We just mentioned FC Lorient, both players, unfortunately, are in the loser bracket. Manchester City, Tex and Bernardo in the loser bracket. These players can bounce back.
Absolutely. They just need to win 2 to get back up, and then they're automatically back into it. So, I mean, it can be a little frustrating getting knocked back down into the lower level, but it's the mindset that's going to get you back up there, and you can still make your way back up to that trophy.
Ebru, you've been around the competitive scene for a long time. RB Leipzig, of course. How do you think these players will be feeling? Will be a little bit more pressure, or just start fresh and try and go again?
I think they're professional, so you must be professional at this level. I think there's always pressure, but I think they can handle that. I mean, they're players at this level. I mean, they're playing the World Cup, so I think they can handle that. They must.
We are here with the best of the best in Galacticos gaming, and we've also got 2 of the best analysts in the game as well. Listen, we're not going to keep waiting any longer because this is going to be absolutely incredible. Elimination knockouts, and they're up next.
Excited. That's not coming up just quite yet because before we get to those winning qualifying matches, we've got to go through the trenches. They've got to go down to the elimination FC. Richard Wood, please, Mo Alba, Alfred Gravison, John, you for these games. You must have been in these situations, Grav, more than Mo, where you have got to win to stay in the tournament. Grav, how do you deal with this pressure knowing that if you don't win, you're going home?
Yeah, we were actually discussing about this more night because he used to say he got to the Sundays, to the Championship Sundays.
You went on Friday.
I didn't. I was suffering for my life on Fridays. It's a tough one because when you lose the first game, you feel like you're not playing well, and you know you gotta change some things, but you don't really know what's missing. And the main thing is you gotta start playing well, and to do that, you gotta start trying things. And when something clicks, you go for it.
And how important, Mo, is it that 2-hour break? They played early in the morning, now they've had a little bit of time. I should say early in the afternoon. It's now, what, 2 hours later? There or thereabouts. You've had a little bit of time to compose yourself, get ready for the next game. How do you bounce back? What do you do in that time off in the couple of hours?
Yeah, I feel like when you lose, it's really good that you have a break to calm down. Even importantly when you like unlucky or like a bit angry. But when you win, it's better to play after that. And so yeah, players had a good time to analyze maybe also the opponent. That's really important. Everyone has his coaches and to watch maybe the game from the opponent. Oh, wow, that was nice attack.
Got an all Argentine game coming up for you here. Nicholas 99 FC. Victorious, obviously. We saw him, Rav, at the La Liga FC Pro, lifting that trophy high. On the other side, Eze Correa picking up his ticket to the FC Pro World Championship through the Argentine Pro League. And it will be Nicholas from left to right. That's hung above the crossbar. And almost un-Nicholas-esque. He doesn't really cross. But desperate times calls for desperate measures, Graf.
Yeah, Joselo scores a header. That's something you definitely not expecting this situation, but José has the error plus so the playstyle coming in. And sometimes when you're not playing well, you gotta try new things. Nico's not known for crossing, but he did in this instance. He scored the first goal, 1-0.
Other matches as well that are taking place right now. You can just see out the corner of your eye there. It was Montaxa and Mark 11 that are about to go head-to-head for a spot to continue at the FC Pro World Championships. Mark from left to right, representing Melbourne City and Footways, and from right to left, I think Case just said it as well, both players who won the E-League in the losers bracket, Montaxa and Fuma. How would Montaxa feel about this game? Oh, clearly it's a really tough game, taking on Mark.
We expect him to win the first game against Kieran John. Yeah, it's a hard matchup because of everyone else against Mark. He's probably one of them who will be out in this tournament. But Montaxa is one of the most respected guys from the pro scene, but I think in the case as a viewers he's really underrated as a pro because he knows the title yet.
Agreed.
But like in the online qualifiers, like it's amazing always taking ball, position ball.
He's the pro's pro.
Yeah,
Everyone likes him.
To be honest, he also like to win a Serie A championship. So I expect him also in the maybe this year or next year to win the title.
Yeah, he had to go to France to get that trophy. He's not able to do it in Italy, and he teamed up with Fuma as well. I was there in Paris where he actually played the last game. Fuma said to him, "You play this game 7, you have the moment," or he clearly can relish the pressure, he can deal with this moment, but if I was to call this early, Ralph, you think we're going long in this game?
I think it's going to be a long game, especially with the way Montaxa plays. He's not one of those players that score many goals. He likes to do his time. Mark was the same. We've seen a big scream. I think it's from Ibarros. He jumped to that replay any second. And as you can see, he's building up nicely, and this is good.
Good interception from Kai Havertz and a pink pass away. We got goals across a couple of our games, and we can bring you back with what you might have missed so far. This is Nicholas up against Eze Correa. This is live action for you. Eze Correa against the back post. Weghorst up. Defended well.
Yeah, a bit lucky because they could normally win the header against Bellingham.
This is the replay
Ibarros.
from the goal from Ibarros. Nice pass from Havertz into Cruyff.
We lead for a second, and Nicholas is 2-0 up.
Now as a Korean post the game, he has to look for something because obviously Nicolas is comfortable in the game, and something that was discussed between, as you can see, this beautiful pass. This reminds me of the Ace of Power goal against PH.
Yes, went final goal, and then
Then he passes the ball, opens up the angle and finesses. And something I was discussing with Nicolas, was the use of Tchouaméni as a centre back, because I think probably Saliba or Van Dijk are stronger options, but he told me Tchouaméni reminded him of Sergio Ramos back in the days, 2021, 19, and I gotta ask you, Sergio Ramos 2019, do you see any comparison to this Tchouaméni?
Yes, of course, unique. Sometimes the defender can also move to make the passes, to make the displays in the defense. But for me, it's like an option for fullback, maybe more than a centre back. I think like a strong guy, like Van Dijk, who's like big body also.
Well, I asked you earlier on today, who do you think is going to win the FC Pro World Championship? David, thinking it's PH this year. SWSO, I think we are in the Johnny era. Do these two good? Albert wants to take him out next year.
Good luck with that.
Ferraz, Abu Bakr, great start. Maybe one of the most convincing wins we've seen so far. Jafonzo getting some love as well. He's going to have to go down to the losers bracket. He's in action right now, taking on ISO Power Keeper today with that one. Sharif going through the play-ins as well. Everyone's still in the hunt. No one's been eliminated yet. For about 15 minutes time.
Wrong post.
Two players.
Voltei.
Four players, should I say. The FC Pro World Championships will come to a close.
For me, this year is like the hardest one to find the main favorite for this tournament.
Really, really unpredictable. Still goalless.
Yep.
Between Michael Evan and Montaxa. Let's have a look at Jofonzo. He got some love from the chat at home, and he's 1-0 up against ISO Power. Just kicked
Ô,
off.
cara, bota no replay daqui o negócio lá.
Should be right. Oh, you don't like the corners? You were asking for the corners earlier.
Yeah, that's why, because I continue always but when I qualify for the time like this, I practice every corner, like short balls, long,
Everything.
yeah, everything. You have to, because it's easy for you to score.
Actually, the first time I played against you in a LAN tournament, LAN environment, I lost against you in Paris Continental Cup 2019. It was a free kick, so yeah, I totally relate to that move.
Yeah. Capdevia coming forward here for Montaxa. Still goalless. Michael Evan maybe a little bit disappointed not to have taken the lead as we have one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but right now could be a chance here from Montaxa. Capdevia into 1-9. Good strike. 30 minutes in, a third of this game completed, and Montaxa takes the lead. Grabs it.
Brilliant. I think she
Caraca,
showed
vocês sabem mesmo,
the
hein?
extra pass into Weghorst, and he
Lorente.
decided to go for a touch and the shot
Lorente.
with R9. You can see the replay, as you can see. Now the pass was open to Weghorst. That's what
Montaxa.
Konaté tried to defend, but he decided to just control it, first touch, and shot into the back of the net. 1-0 for Montaxa, and a tough position for Mark at the moment.
Yeah, crazy to see that Obrun is the coach from Montaxa. Obrun is one of the best
Aqui
players in the
eu se
world. So,
consagro.
yeah, you can see players like Umut also here in the
É o
council.
Rogopone,
It's like
o
amazing
Samuel.
how good this player
Rogopone.
Robertson
Brother.
in the college position.
Yeah, what can I say? I'm still playing, but
I know you are. That's why I said it. That's why I said it.
Yeah, it's hard to beat Montaxa when you're 1-0 down. And to be honest, there are some people you don't want to concede a goal, and Montaxa is one of them because his defense is like typical Italian defense. It's hard to score.
it's one of those Italians, which back in the days there were a lot of Italians, but
É,
Let's
exatamente,
head on through
exatamente.
to the all-Argentine affair. It's Eze Correa and Nicholas. 21 minutes gone. Nico rising high in the box and firing in. As he gets a fist bump from Coach Fur, and we can join this game live. Perfect timing. R9, 4-1 up.
two goals were similar. Two crosses, one was
Caraca,
over
Nicolo.
another one knocked down, two finesses.
He's not been crossing, really, for a while. I think he knows that he needs to now.
Tô esperando tudo isso aí,
It's time
velho.
it's time to get some cutbacks, it's time to hit some finesses and just play the meta, play the game.
I can imagine it's not easy for Eze to play against Nicolas because
He's a hero.
yeah, it's an Argentinian legend. So you're playing against, it's like the Portuguese guy when you play against Cristiano Ronaldo or like this, because it's a hero, like you said.
I'm sure you've had that. The pair of you when you've played against people you look up to, but then also you could probably feel it when new Spaniards are coming through, new German players are coming through, and they almost are a bit scared to play you.
I mean, I could totally feel that.
Eu
back
tô
in the days.
play.
I don't know about you, Bo, but I remember respecting you too much when I played against you because I looked up.
Ah, eu não sei lhe dizer, Samuel.
Me? Yeah, thank you very much.
Não sei
yeah,
lhe dizer
but it's
mesmo,
easier
mas
for
acho
me
que
to play
ele é o
against someone
Rogopone
who's like a
também.
bit nervous or like,
Ficou um pouco
I
sucinto,
feel
They're a
parece.
bit scared of you.
yeah, I feel every time when you see it in the match that he is scared.
Great finish there from Michael Evan.
Nossa.
Just before half-time, Ronaldinho with the left-footed strike. As you can see, Mike
É o
and
Ronaldinho, mano.
Denman there in behind him, looking to guide Mike through this treacherous losers bracket. 2 wins required to get through to knockout play. He looked dead and buried last year at the group stages. I don't know if you recall when he was playing. The first set of games were really poor. The second set he came out and was absolutely fantastic, forcing his way into the groups, and they went all the way into the grand final.
Bro.
Nicholas 4-1 up. He needed a rebound after his first game. He's
Eu
getting
não
that
sei
right now
dizer, Samuel.
against
Só
Eze Correa. Just going to give you a quick update. Sorry for jumping in there, Grav. Guy Barrios is 4-0 up versus Ekman.
I want to ask, after this attack, so let's say he's in a good position, but yeah, crosses, takes the ball back. I wanted to ask you a question, Mo, because in the World Championships, you gotta get out of the group stage any way possible, but then in knockouts, in a whole different tournament. So after this goal by Guibarros, just goes and goes, beautiful cross. Is that, I wouldn't say GG, but 4-0, 27th minute, that's good. But I wanted to ask you, because in that knockout phase,
It's a life penalty. Jumped on board with it. Save. It's quickly a turning point.
I cannot ask my question. You were considered maybe not the favorite coming up to those matches.
Yeah.
Do you think in this group stage you gotta do whatever it takes to be alive and then another tournament starts?
No, I had always the feeling, wow, 5-1 for Nicolas. It's amazing. He could lead 8-1.
Yeah.
So it's amazing performance for him. I would say to win the tournament,
Nicolas.
I think you have to start good and to play a really good group stage. I didn't remember one world champion or like this who played bad in the group stage and like, won like, 2 games and lost 2.
We've got, for everyone at home, former 2019 world champion and also former 2019 Spanish champion, Gravison, in the commentary position. If you've got any questions, you want any tips and tricks, trying to get an improved record on FUT champions, looking to maybe go pro in a year or two, any questions that you've got for these two, this is the perfect time to do it, because I've been in their streams and it does get very busy. Sometimes you get ignored, sometimes the comments go passing. If you've got any questions or advice that you want, now is the perfect time. Eze Correa is really struggling at this moment versus Nicolas.
And we hear a loud scream, and it has to be Guibarros who
Has to be it.
5-0
It's game over.
against Eggman, and Eggman has, he lost against Anders and now against Guibarros. That's hard.
You were asking, we knew that Guy Barrios had this performance in it, Grav. He was one of your sort of underdog players. He was a dark horse to go far in this tournament. He suffered a really heavy defeat, 5-2 versus Natural Bayer in the opening game, but maybe we're starting to see Guy Barrios for what he truly can do now, shaking off the cobwebs and really showing his performance that he deserves.
Yeah, we'll talk about this in a second because as you can see now, Montague is defending the situation. But yeah, I had the pleasure to coach Nit in Dallas, and he played against Guibarros, and I was coaching.
Oh, great interception! He wins it back.
That was one of the best goals I saw today, because it was like perfect slide tackle. He knew everything the opponent knew, and a good composure and the finish shot. I love that pressing goals.
I gotta say, I agree with Mo 100%. This takes more skill than maybe finding a 1v1 situation, step over and cancelling, because this is timing, and also predicting what your opponent is gonna do. I totally agree with Mo. I love this goal. But yeah, I had the pleasure to coach Nit against Guibarros. He lost 5-1, I think it was. And just, if Guibarros just keeps the flow, and he finds the press and he finds the openings, he won't stop. I think he's one of those players who just create chances.
Well, this is ISO Power versus Jafonzo. Jafonzo leading 4-1.
O jogo é muito tático, mano, é muito dinâmico em referência aos fãs anteriores.
Close games against PHZN.
Yeah, he played really well, didn't
O cara
he?
já passou dali, já era, mano, já é gol.
Overtime.
Passou tanto. Os 3 caras ali já é gol, mano, a rapidez.
Did you ever had the chance to play against ISO Power back in the days?
Yeah, of course. Isopor
A
is
mecânica do jogo é essa, né?
always. He was offensive, one of the best always. And I think in the defense he have problems. He conceded a lot of goals. So that's a point where he needs to improve to be like a champion.
He's still got the motivation to do it as well. Still there.
Of course, it's like he do good in Turkish League. I think he won it. So yeah.
Bit chance here for Mark 11. I want to ask you a question about Mark as well. Good build up inside the box, couple of step overs, good tackle from Kanate.
Man,
You won the World Championship in 2019. Mark was so close last year. When you've been to the final moments, when you've been lifting the trophy or winning huge amounts of money, I think 150k Mark won last year for in that penalty shootout. How do you motivate yourself to come back the year after? Did you lose motivation in 20 and 21 after being at the top of the mountain?
I feel like I wanted to win like every game, of course, but I wasn't.
Great finish from Montague,
nice
2-2.
attack. I wasn't that nervous before the game. That's changed, and I think you have to be like that in the night before. You have a bad sleep or like this. And I was too chill maybe in the game because I said like even when I lose it's no problem. But it's not like I didn't practice or not.
And that's almost a little bit what Nicholas has said as well, Graf, when we've had the chance to speak to him, that he doesn't really feel nerves anymore, he doesn't really feel that much excitement, he just plays. You need a little bit. You need a little bit of excitement or nerves or a mixture of everything to get you motivated. Because if you don't really necessarily, if you're not nervous, do you care?
I think, for example, I remember Tony Kroos, the night before he won Worlds in 2014 football. He didn't sleep the night before, and I think you need that little something, like little edge, to try to, you know, just fight for your life, really.
Well, let's head on down. Casey is joined with another of our FC Pro World finalists right now. Levi David, what's he been up to after his first game?
Thank you, Richard. Yes, I am backstage with Levi, who had a fantastic victory over Andreas, 5-3 victory. How big was that win for you to start the day off like that?
Easy to say, the first game is always tough, I think, for everyone. So to start off with a win instead of a loss is big. Also because I need to win 1 out of 2 games now, and being on the end of elimination always is like a bit stressful. Andreas beat me in the Champions League, where he played really good. Today I just started off well, went 4-1 up, and then just really confident. And I think going into the next game against Nathan, it will be really tough again. One of the Brazilians, he plays like a Brazilian. I've never played him before, but I just know he's really good.
Now, I do know that you have quite a little while till the next game, so how are you keeping your head in the game? Because, I don't know, a couple hours till you have your next match, right?
Yeah, it is. I think it's the same for everyone, so that's how I think about it. It's not a disadvantage for me, like, to say the least, maybe advantage even, because I don't really mind. I would just play 1 or 2 warm-up games before. Now I'm just chilling, watching the other games which are taking place. That's just what I do, basically.
Okay, Levi, I'll let you get back into the zone, back over to your station. Good luck against Nathan, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much, Case. Yeah, great to hear from Levi as he goes in an hour or two into his qualifying matchups. We got some questions from the chat. How much do the items matter to being a pro? Game seems easier with better items. Is that? It seems quite self-explanatory. Would you think?
Yeah, I think of course items matter. Items decide how to play. The different players, especially this year, I think when the players have like 3 or 4 gold play styles, it's changed the whole game from you. So yeah, I would say it's a difference between like the first gold items and now the good 99.
Got another question here from Salasin_GK. I'm an elite player and I get rank 1 nearly every week. What do you think the difference is between rank 1 and pro players?
For me, it's not a matter of level of the game, of skill. It's a matter of knowing how to compete. And the only way you get to know how to compete is play against the best players in the world. So if you're not up there at the moment, you can try those PlayStation tournaments and then you build up from there.
Real Shimo asking, I'm a newer player, my dream is to go pro in 2 years. What will be the first steps and best ways to go about it? I mean, you're going to see this chance here coming in from Michael Evans. I saw the back post open for Wiggles, and that could be it. What a save.
Offside.
It was up?
Yes. I would say it's quite easy, I think, now to be a pro. It's not like that with days. Now there are, like, a lot of teams have academies and you can there try your best, but also, like, when you play good in the weekend league, you see you're good, then you play online cups, you search for online cups, and then some pros compete, and then it will come easy when you're good. To finish progress, I think there's really a big difference between great rank 1 players and pro. Like, I could win 12-0 against one rank 1, but the other are like play a bit sweaty as the other.
We just see Jafonso here, 6-1 up. This is live for you. ISO Power will be crashing out of the FC Pro World Championships. This season will be coming to a close. We'll see what else is happening around the grounds. I think we've got Guy Barrios back in action against Ekman.
Yeah, the plains players are suffering at the moment.
Yes.
But it's just a step up in competition, really. When you're playing plains, you're playing against tough players, but when you're playing here, you're playing against the best players in the world.
Yuval, the only player to have won?
Yes.
coming out the play-ins.
And Sharif as well.
And Sharif, yes.
Sharif, yeah.
Absolutely. We're back underway. The player who beat Sharif, the player who lost to Sharif, sorry. Who Sharif beat? There we go, got there in the end. Mark 11 in action. Loser of this game goes home. It's as simple as that. His season in the FC Pro calendar comes to a close.
And that is a close group. I think in every group you have like 1 or 2 really tier 1 pros where you say, okay, you have to go through, but in this group
All four of them were really good.
Yeah, I don't know who's better than the other one, so it's a good group for everyone, for the player. Good chance to be in the knockouts, and then when you lose in this group, I would say you don't deserve it also. But don't disrespect to the other.
Well, 2 out of 4. And you get a losers bracket as well.
Yeah, as a group with like Johnny, Fuma, and Emery Dumas, so that's harder to go to the knockouts than this one.
Yeah, 100%. You're playing against the champions of the league, so it seems like if, let's just say, you went runner-up in your league, you get a chance to play against a player who's supposed to be better than you because he finished better in the league, and then you got another final. So
I think you've also got Mark 11, who's sort of a little bit of an enigma, where he was so close last year, a runner-up. He was outstanding across all 3 of those World Championship events. And then you look at the FC Pro Open, where he didn't play very well, but then he comes in the Aussie E-League, he wins it, and he's still respected as a top player.
definitely, and I mean, this could be huge. Let's see this attack.
It's a great interception from Mark. He's won the ball back, a little
Neymar, nice to see him.
player lock into Neymar down this left-hand side. Davis takes over, he's holding the possession and just waiting for an opportunity. One chance is all it takes.
It feels like every 4 shots was a goal, so that guys are really good in close spaces.
Davis floats to the back post, Haaland's up, he wins it, but it's
Capdevila.
punched out of play from Schmeichel, a corner given. And one potential corner to save his FC Pro World Championships. ISO power,
Nice.
6-3, not out of this game yet.
Nice.
30 minutes, 3 goals, 1 goal per 10 minutes. It's
Very
doable.
doable, very doable.
It is.
Yeah, I think Emery Dumas scored last game, he was 3-0 down, he scored 3-3 in 7 minutes. So everything is possible, but it's of course hard when it's the last 20-30 minutes because one of 2 guys always play ball position.
Let's have a look at a player you know very well, Nicholas 99 FC. I'd probably say one of the best games I've ever had the opportunity to commentate. You and Nico, 2019
Yeah, for sure.
World
What a game.
Championships. It was the console final, all the way to the penalties. Nicholas been so close, but so far from World Championship glory. Could this be his year? He's not going about it the easy way. Has to be Eze Correa.
I mean, he's not getting younger, so maybe...
Whoa! What is happening?
it would be nice to go like this. I would say like he is now 24, 25 years old, so yeah, maybe 1 or 2
Think
years
this is
left.
last dance?
Yeah, I think so, but maybe he surprised next year. I don't know if someone is older than him in this tournament. I don't think so. So yeah, it will be not easier next year.
Eze coming forward here, floating to the back post. Davis up, but good defending. Let's head on back to Mark 11 and Montaxa. We'll see this corner about to be played into the box.
It's close to a penalty also.
Whipped in. Howard!
Yeah. Like I said, it's like a penalty. Corners in this pro scene but like there was a great header. It's not like the all corners where it's free. It was there, but yeah, Haaland is Haaland. So
Let's see if we can see the replay.
it's huge.
As you can see,
Wow.
for me, the mistake there is root bullet, no aerial. You got
Got to get him out of the way.
aerial plus against Haaland aerial plus. You're losing that.
Not just an aerial plus, Howard aerial plus. Hi.
You're losing that.
As Mark delves into his custom tactics and instructions.
Yeah. I feel like bad for players who go knocked out because of a corner, but I mean in the end in a football tournament the most goals are also like corners, free kicks. crosses.
Well, we asked if ISO Power can pull something out, and that's exactly what he's doing because it's now 6-4, and he started to turn the screw, Grav.
And again, 20 minutes left, 2 goals. That's 1 goal per 10 minutes. So
you get nervous also when you lead like 4 goals, and then yeah, ISO is like typical game.
You can just see there as well. A pause has come in, and it just trying to disrupt this game. Nicholas and Eze Correa, 6 or 7 minutes left to play in this one. It looks to be a Nicholas win. He doesn't let Eze back into this game, you would imagine.
Nico's gonna obviously qualify in this match, beating Eze Correa 5-2, and he's gonna wait for an opponent because Hessers has to play against Jubal, a match which I cannot predict,
really
to be honest.
50-50.
It's a 50-50 match, so let's see if it's revenge for Nico against Jubal or Hessers.
I think he wants to play against Jesus because you don't like to play against player who just beat you and was better than you.
Well, let's keep with this one because it will be our first name officially eliminated from the FC Pro World Championships. It will be the E-League champion for FC Lorient, Montaxa. He's seconds away, he has to score.
Yeah.
But Mark is not allowing him anywhere near this ball.
It's game over.
Or is it?
Oh.
Has Mo just jinked Mark? He comes down the wing. Toni Kroos into Ronaldo. Virgil versus Ronaldo. Virgil stands strong and Montaxa crashes out of the FC Pro World Championship. An incredible player. Nobody is safe in Berlin. Mark stays alive.
And
long way to go.
For me, you have a good chance to go in the knockout round because you play one of KO John or Sharif from Morocco. So for me, everything's up. And when you are in the knockout stage, it's not important how you get there.
Well, Montaxa is going to have company as Nicholas eliminates Eze Correa. Commiserations to the Argentine, but the Iceman stays strong. Straight off, and he's going to be straight into the backstage area. You would imagine, Grab. You know him quite well. Nicholas, you spent a lot of time with him, both at events and away from events. How do you feel like he's been this year? Do you feel as though he is coming towards the end, or
I think
does he still demand? Does he still really yearn for that World Championship?
I feel like it's been a long year for him because he's been living back in Argentina with his family and moving to Spain for a month, for 2 months because of the Champions League. I think it's tough for him because when you're 18, 19, you can live the dream and everything, but now when you're 25, 26, 24, it's tougher because you got relationships, you gotta take care of people, so it's tougher emotionally. But it will be a nice story for Nico, being just one step away from the World Championships. Lost first to Moalba, German player, then to Umut, German player. Do you imagine him lifting the trophy here in Berlin, Germany?
It's poetic. It's poetic.
I bet him also in FIFA 17 quarterfinals, so I bet him twice.
Cheeky Moalba.
Jafonso 7-4 up. That could be ISO Power crashing out. Ekman has got one back, but there's just not a lot of time left on the clock against Guy Barrios. You can just see the corner of Guy Barrios' POV there as Mark 11 strides away to have a few hours before he plays in that all-important qualifying match. Big goal for Guy Barrios just to put this game out of sight of Ekman. As the runner-up in the Copa Libertadores stays alive.
Yeah, disappointing to a tournament for Ekman. He won yesterday.
So convincing as well yesterday.
Yeah, he had a good season also. I know he won against Umut in the Champions League, and you don't win against Umut easily. You have to be good. And yeah, the group was tough with Anders, and now Grupo like one of the 2 best Brazilian guys, I would say.
Yep.
And I know from the Brazils, they have not that much players in the tournaments, but they go to the knockouts. They go to the group stage, and yeah, we always like in the quarterfinals, semifinals, and they have a good squad here with Barbados. They have the exit.
Yep. Very well.
And they've
Could be a
made-
Brazilian or South American winner.
Yeah.
Could happen.
Yeah.
Could happen easily. You have Matias, you have Nico, you have the main man, Nathan. I know you love him, Rich. It could happen.
One is out with Eze,
Vambora,
Yep.
vambora, vamos
but
fortalecendo
he was
aí.
not the main favorite, I would say.
Deixa a votação.
Barrios with 3 additional minutes. Looks to put a 7th past Eggman, and he will at the near post.
7-3, que goleada.
The head tech comes off. He knows it's job done.
We see more goals in the loser bracket than in the
Yeah.
upper bracket. Maybe they're more focused about the offense.
I feel like we didn't see the game against Nacho that much from Guibarros, but a 5-2, scoring 2 goals, Guibarros, that's, I don't know, uncharacteristic, you could say, but now scoring this many goals, and not only the amount of goals, the way he created those chances, it seems like he's growing now.
In commiserations as well to Eggman. As you said, Mo, he's had a great season. Coming through the play-ins, not easy, but to play against Anders and Di Barrios as his 2 games here in Berlin, it's real tough. Commiserations.
Boa.
Di Barrios stays alive.
Boa,
And the
cara.
FC Pro World Championships. That final full-time
Você ele já tava lá, ó.
about to come in, I think, as well. Just having a quick look over my shoulder. They are still playing. However, I think it was just too little too late for ISO Power. Jafonso was leading by 3 goals. And it's in the 90th minute. He's just gone 8-4 up. You can see the full-time result coming in here. ISO Power, Montaxa, Eze Correa, and Ekman crash out of the FC Pro World Championship. The names are going to continue to fall as well, Grab. Any big shocks there for you? I mean, Mark versus Montaxa, one of the big names are going to go home.
I would say all the favorites won their matches, in my opinion. That Montaxa against Mark is tougher, but Mark, current runner-up of the World Championships, for me is the favorite in that match. So let's see how the players do it at the moment. We're going to see Tome, we're going to see Charanjot as well. So we have some big play-ins players. They suffered in this round. Let's see how they manage to do in the next one.
We're going to see Banano. We're going to see Tex as well, stepping up very shortly indeed. Will more big names crash out? Who will continue their road to the FC Pro World Championships? Thoughts very quickly on Jafonso, Mo. He played well, he got the job done, but he's still got a lot to improve if he wants to go through.
Yeah, the first game was not easy for him, but like he played really good in the second game. He's a champion. He won the MLS, and yeah, I expect him also to win against him.
Well, no one is safe here in Berlin. The FC Pro World Championships. They're fighting for one thing: the trophy, $250,000. This is going to be an electric 3 or 4 more hours that you've got here in Berlin. Don't go anywhere, because coming up right after this break, 4 more players will be eliminated from the FC Pro World Championships. Nathan SI is right around the corner as well. My favourite, could he go all the way?
Meu nome é Nathan e eu represento a Fúria Esportes.
Ô,
Eu
Natan,
me classifiquei
velho.
pro UFC Pro World Championship ganhando a Libertadores. Foi muito difícil eu me classificar para essa competição porque tinham grandes jogadores, a gente sabe o tão grande quanto é a América do Sul. Ganhar esse grande primeiro torneio vem me ajudando muito, porque em questão de mental vem me deixando mais calmo durante os jogos, vem me dando mais confiança, então eu creio que ganhar a Libertadores foi assim essencial para minha carreira. Tá eu e o Guibaz aqui representando a América do Sul juntamente com o PHzinho, então é um torneio muito difícil. Ser campeão desse torneio é questão de mudança de vida. Eu jogo para ajudar minha família. Eu tenho grande vontade de realizar o sonho da minha mãe, que é ter uma casa própria. Então eu creio que eu ainda vou conquistar a casa para ela e também um carro para meu pai. Minha motivação é sempre pensar na minha família, que está sempre torcendo por mim, e meus amigos também. Eu estou muito preparado para fazer gol, então esperem ver bastantes ataques. Que seja um grande jogo.
Eu vou dormir um pouquinho, tá? Me avisa aí.
Hello and welcome back to the FC Pro World Championships here in Berlin. I'm on a stage with Uma, and what a day we've had so far. We are at the point in the day where it is elimination. Where do you see the rest of the day going, Uma?
We got crazy matchups, and we got also matchups what we didn't expect, to be honest. And now we are here in the knockouts. Like the guys who lose this game are out of the tournament, and here many names we didn't expect. So I'm excited to see that.
And we've already seen some players knocked out as well. Let's take a look at the groups as they are. Group A to start with. Look, with this group, Anders, your teammate, of course, from RB Leipzig. No
Galera, só
surprises to see him in a
rapidinho.
good position. But yeah, I mean, Gibaros as well has just knocked out.
Eu vou tentar transmitir a live no OBS, tá? Fiquem tranquilos. Vocês sabem que eu tenho o maior respeito do mundo por conta do diretor da comunidade, mas logo avisando. Garotinho. Não,